this is the statement Trump made. He's covering his bruise the entire time. He looks like he's taking a giant shit. And like I said, the biggest, I mean, it's the most positive thing you can say about it is that he sticks to the script and he doesn't start going off on shit. Like, because he tends to, like, ramble and cut away. Oy. This was what he said, in case you didn't see it.
To my great fellow Americans, I am filled with grief and anger at the heinous assassination of Charlie Kirk on a college campus in Utah.
Sorry. That's where the assassination happened? That's not where you are filled with grief and anger? I don't know. I'm just saying some consonants followed abruptly by pauses at strategic points in the sentence that may help it. All right.
Charlie inspired millions, and tonight, all who knew him and loved him are united in shock and horror.
Horror. Again, these are sales terms. Shock and horror. He's dead. He's been declared dead at this point. They've already, made this. This was made later in the day. They've moved past shock and horror to grief, I would guess, as human beings. I like united in even shock, but grief. You know what I mean? But it sounds like he's selling the angry part of it. Like this is what is, when Stephen Miller writes your speech for you and he has no idea how other people process emotions.
Charlie was a patriot who devoted his life to the cause of open debate and the country that he loved so much, the United States of America.
Okay, I wasn't sure which country you were talking about.
He fought for liberty, democracy, justice, and the American people. He's a martyr for truth and freedom.
God damn. What? Can we not use the word martyr? Because martyr is meant to be a vengeance point. That person it's like, the scary part of martyrdom and the most fucked up part of the idea of martyrdom is that if you avenge the death of a relative or a loved one, and you go after the person that killed them directly, that's not a martyr situation. Martyr is when some stranger killed a stranger, and you have put a pin in that stranger's death and said, I can use that to avenge their death as an excuse to attack that other side anytime I want to, whether I knew them directly or not. It's like in case of vengeful mania, break glass. Martyr, it's not a good thing.
And there's never been anyone who was so respected by youth.
This is the whole thing, like, by youth. Because he brought the youth vote, and Trump knows he wouldn't have gotten elected if Charlie Kirk's Turning Point USA had not delivered, possibly Arizona, but a bunch of other states. And he knows this. And youth, like, it's so fucking lumbering.
Charlie was also a man of deep, deep faith. And we take...
Yeah, he insisted, I'm sure, to Stephen Miller to put deep, deep, as opposed to deep faith. One deep doesn't explain it. It was deep, deep, deep undercover.
Comfort in the knowledge that he is now at peace with God in heaven.
I would feel better if this turned out to be AI. I would at least go, oh, they put some work into it.
Our prayers are with his wife, Erica, the two young, beloved children, and his entire family, who he loved more than anything in the world. We ask God to watch over them in this terrible hour of heartache and pain. This is a dark moment for America.
Would you underline that part?
Charlie Kirk traveled the nation, joyfully engaging with everyone interested in good faith debate. His mission was to bring young people into the political process, which he did better than anybody ever.
The reason he thinks he did it better than anybody ever is because he brought like the young Republican crowd around, and it was pivotal to his election. The volume of people that TPUSA reaches out to and has addressed, this was just a changing of the guard as he got older from CPAC to TPUSA. They're the same fucking crowd. CPAC used to be full of college Republicans too, and then they shifted into this. It's not undermining the fact that like they did work. But they had a lot of money magically to do it with.
To share his love of country and to spread the simple words of common sense. On campuses nationwide, he championed his ideas.
By the way, they often put common sense in it as a placeholder in Trump's speeches so that he has an excuse not to explain what the fuck he is talking about. It's common sense. If you have to ask, you don't understand common sense? What are you, stupid?
With courage, logic, humor, and grace. It's a long past time for all Americans and the media to confront the fact that violence and murder are the tragic consequence of demonizing those with whom you disagree day after day, year after year.
So Paul Pelosi and the Democrats that were killed in Minnesota and
in the most hateful and despicable way possible. For years, those on the radical left have compared wonderful Americans like Charlie to Nazis and the world's worst mass murderers and criminals. This kind of...
I'm sorry, your entire base said that Hillary Clinton drank the blood of babies. Knock it off.
Rhetoric is directly responsible for the terrorism that we're seeing in our country today.
How? I mean, what? Why? Like, you think these people needed to be talked into it? You don't think they were just like listening to him and drawing their own conclusions? I mean, like MLK wasn't demonized by people that led up to his killing. He was a troublemaker, I suppose, as far as that system at the time. But it didn't take like they didn't have social media back there, like convincing people that MLK had to go. Most people didn't think so. And guess what? Most people don't think that Charlie Kirk deserved to be shot in the fucking neck, dipshit.
And it must...
Any more than we thought Paul Pelosi deserved a hammer to the fucking head. Go call your son and tell him to shut the fuck up.
Stop right now.
After you, buddy, you're called rape victims liars.
My administration will find each and every one of those who contributed to this atrocity and to other political violence, including the organizations that fund it and support it, as well as those who go after our judges, law enforcement officials, and everyone else who brings order to our country.
So basically, he's going to take advantage of this. Remember how they always say, Democrats always do this, they never let a crisis go to waste. That's what he's talking about right here. This is never let a crisis go to waste. Take this and turn us into a police state. This is, in the right-wing world around Donald Trump, this is their 9/11. If you're talking about like giving law enforcement room to do whatever the fuck they want, this is how you do it. This is the Patriot Act being written.
From the attack on my life in Butler, Pennsylvania last year, which killed a husband and father, to the attacks on ICE agents, to the vicious murder of a healthcare executive in the streets of New York,
to the murder of Democratic politicians in Minnesota, to the attack on the former Speaker of the House's husband, where he was bashed in the head with a fucking hammer.
To the
shooting of Gabby Gifford.
Of House Majority Leader Steve Scalise.
Yeah, see, it goes all the way back to fucking Scalise and skips everybody that's happened since.
3 others. Radical left political violence has hurt too many innocent people and taken too many lives. Tonight, I ask all Americans...
So, sorry, are you just worried that you think right-wing violence doesn't have the body count? to talk about yet.
To commit themselves to the American values for which Charlie Kirk lived and died, the values of free speech, citizenship, the rule of law,
Forgiveness, peace, nonviolence. Sorry, that's Jesus. That's the stuff he purported to believe.
and the patriotic devotion and love of God. Charlie was the best.
Patriotic devotion and love of God. Sorry, there's a patriotic love of God. So you filter your love of God through a flag like you're making Jesus coffee.
Of America, and the monster who attacked him was attacking our whole country.
Yeah, but so what? They might try to. Doesn't everybody who does something like that? Weren't the Jan Sixers attacking our whole fucking country, dumbass? And you pardoned all of them.
An assassin tried to silence him with a bullet, but he failed because together we will ensure that his voice, his message, and his legacy will live on for countless generations to come. Today, because
Yeah, it kind of would have been better if he was able to do that and not be dead.
of this heinous act, Charlie's voice has become bigger and grander than ever before.
Yeah, you don't know that. Remember how you guys, I've told you about my friend who went to that self-help seminar that was going to change his life, and they said in the flyer it'll change your life. And then he came back, he left on a Friday and came back on Monday, and he'd done the whole thing. I was like, how was it? He goes, it changed my life. And I'm like, how do you know? It's been a day. Talk to me in 10 years.
And it's not even close. May God bless his memory.
And it's not even, what? Hold on. Finish that sentence. The fuck kind of gibberish?
This heinous act, Charlie's voice has become bigger and grander than ever before. And it's not even close.
What? I, honest to God, I rewinded that because I thought I had missed a section of the sentence. Because I'll talk and I'll forget where they left off, and I'm like, maybe I misheard him, so I back up. And it's not even close? Not even close to what? The fuck? Listen to that.
Today, because of this heinous act, Charlie's voice has become bigger and grander than ever before, and it's not even close.
Yeah, okay, so that wasn't in the script. That's him trying to, you know how he always has to fucking throw in these little extemporaneous blurts in the middle of shit? Not even close. Yeah, right. Not even close to what? It's not even close. Like, of all the people who died, you think, imagined by John Lennon with his little circle in New York or whatever, like, better look out. Our dead guy will be exploited for our purposes greater than your dead guy was exploited for your purposes. And it's not even close.
May God bless his memory. May God watch over his family. And may God bless the United States of America. Thank you.
Thank you. Like, this is so fucking painful to watch. Like, there's no emotion in this. He's just barking out fucking nonsense in a fucking teleprompter. Like, zero connection to what he's fucking saying. Like, if he's got one emotion, it's not even anger, it's just kind of like irritation. He's covering his fucking bruise the entire fucking time. So much so that it's like he's in a free, like, when have you ever seen him like claw his hand like he's a fucking Skeksis? Because he's covering that bruise. He's hiding that. Like, I mean, it's one thing to sit there with your fingers kind of together, but he's like, It's AI. I don't know. I like, if it was AI, they'd have done a better job. I swear to God, like, AI actually is better than that.